Greetings, YouTube. Today we'll be talking about the Kershaw Freefall 3840WMX. And it's advertised as assisted opening with flipper and steel stone-washed finish, handle glass-filled nylon, K texture grip, blade 3.25 inches, which is about where I love a blade to be, closed 4.2 liner lock, reversible deep carry pocket clip, lanyard hold. This knife features the speed safe assisted opening. Keep fingers away from blade as you open the knife. So there you go. And I got this at Walmart for $18. I'm not a huge fan of Tontos, but for 18 bucks I thought I'd give it a try. And there you go. You can see the K pattern on the grip. It has kind of a linear, kind of an angular linear look to it, and I'm not a huge fan of that angularity, but it was interesting. The lanyard hole is kind of cool because it's an insert, which is both the back spacer and then it becomes the lanyard hole itself. It's got some deep jimping on it, but it's not overly aggressive because the edges are chamfered, which is a nice feature. It's a nice touch. As it said, it is a deep carry reversible pocket clip, so you can take this screw out, turn the thing around, put it back in. There are two small pins that hold that, keep it from rotating. And I loosened this up a little already, but I found this cup to be too tight. And if I were going to carry this on a regular basis, I would definitely have to take this off and rebend it to just get it to be a little less pressure, because it is deep carry, and getting it out of my pocket when I had gloves on was hard. Cause it's like I'd slip on this. This would give me enough grip, but it would be hard to pull it out of the pocket. So that's kind of a pain in the butt. But it is a flipper. And there you go. And there is the knife in all its glory. So it's a Tanso blade. It has this area in here, right here, is flat, but this has a hollow grind. But this section here is flat ground, and then it has a pronounced swedge. So it's a fairly complex geometry for a $18 knife, and you get a lot of thickness here. Then it comes to a tip here, so it's not overly weak. It came out of the box, so sharp, not bad, usable, but not as good as I've seen some of the knives come out. The Injection 3.0 came out of the box beautifully. It was a really nice edge on that. There's jimping here, and again, it's fairly deep, but it's got some nice round edges, so it's not uncomfortable. This is a almost closed construction. The only opening is what you need for the flipper itself to come out, so you can activate it. So the rest is closed construction. Adjustment here, I haven't had to adjust it at all as far as the blade is concerned as for tension, because it's nice. It's not perfectly centered. I can monkey with that, but again, I'm not going to use this as an EDC, so I'm not going to too much to worry about. I'm just going to add this to my collection. It has a nice launch, and I have no problems with it being retained in my pocket as far as opening. I've never had a flipper open in my pocket, or an assisted opening knife, even if it wasn't a flipper. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. Nice locking on the liner lock. There is a small ball bearing detention in there, which is also nice. Goes to about the halfway mark on the blade. You have no play in that direction, and the very tiniest bit of play in that direction. I mean, I can tell it's there, but that's about it. It is not an issue whatsoever. Because of this design with the flipper, it gives you a lot of security with that nice texture here. Even though it is fairly smooth with the surface of the texture, but the depth of it gives you a nice grip. It's very comfortable. If you like a reverse grip with this shape here, it also fits nice. So I happen to be really fond of flippers for that reason, because it really gives you that nice deep choil, and it keeps your hand from indexing forward onto the edge. I really happen to like that. So overall, it's a nice design for 18 bucks. The only caveat I would say is I think that the liner lock is too tight, because when you're closing it, now the nice thing is that the liner lock has no jimping, so it's not going to hurt your finger. This is a little lower, so you can access the liner lock without any difficulty, but it's a little tight. It takes a little bit too much force here that I have to overcome to get that to the point where I can then safely close it. And again, if I were going to carry this as an EDC, I would take the time to disassemble the knife and then bend that ever so slightly that way, so that it was putting a little bit less pressure, not much, just a little bit less pressure. I still want it to come over all the way and locate, but I would like it to be a little less effort required to move it in that direction. Because it's a flipper and reversible clip, it is southpaw friendly, but closing it with left hand is possible. Hard for me because I'm not left-handed, but I think a left-handed person could probably get away with that without too much difficulty. So overall, I think it's a decent design. And again, for 18 bucks, this might make a great Christmas gift for somebody, or a birthday gift, or something like a Father's Day gift. I don't know if they're going to have these around forever, or this, because Walmart doesn't always keep things on the shelf. You got to keep an eye out. I go to Walmart fairly regularly, and whenever I do, I check out and see what they've got, because you never know what's going to show up, and you never know how long it's going to stay there. So overall, it's a solid design. I think it makes a decent EDC, and if you're looking for something that's a little bit above a true beater, you want a little bit of style, a little bit of extra quality, maybe? I don't know how I want to put it, but something that's better than just a utility knife. This may be what you're looking for. For 18 bucks, you could pick up 2 of them, and you can have a replacement for you beat up the first one to the point where it doesn't work anymore, and you'd still be paying a lot less than a lot of other knives on the market today, even a lot of production knives. So if you like Tontos and you are a Kershaw fan, this might be a blade that you want to look into.